From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Marino will look to throw on first, escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Marino on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. They go play action now. Marino. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Normally, when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Marino off a play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Gaskin again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Throwing again on second down. Marino. And he's brought down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Bradshaw. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Bradshaw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. Before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch your team. Watch your team. Watch your team.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off-play action. Bradshaw. And he's able to find Miller. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bradshaw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Off play action. Bradshaw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Second and 11.
Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To throw is Marino. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Marino, flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, Marino on first down, eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Marino to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Marino will throw. Steps away to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Marino, escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Marino. Flush to his right. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Marino. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Marino. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Dancing to his left. The ball comes out. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Back 15.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Marino. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Here's Marino to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Marino sets up. Buying time to his left. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Another try after the first down sack. Marino, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
230. 15. I got it. Double tight. Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, they got him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard. Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. To throw again is Marino. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more? Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again? Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6. $7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
56.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Marino. Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And That's good for a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Bradshaw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Branch rush coming, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Off play action. Bradshaw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And Marino actually going to look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew who he was when he decided to take off and go. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They have full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team. I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game. They're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but They decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And they take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they will take a knee here. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.